is the Yamas and Niyamas, and it's by Deborah Adel or Adele. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce her last name. The Yamas and Niyamas are the principles on which yoga is based. It's sort of like the yogic philosophy. And it's fascinating. We could really talk a lot about like the difference between yamas and niyamas, but let's just say they're the guiding principles. And they start with, the first one is nonviolence, and really all the others kind of build up from there. The last one is surrender. And I've been thinking a lot about surrender. It is the Sanskrit name for surrender is Ishvara Pradhyana, oh my God, Sarah, Pranidhana, Ishvara Pranidhana. Say that 10 times fast. And this surrender is really, it's like the step before you hit nirvana, which is, of course, where we all, we want to get to nirvana. But what is surrender? Surrender asks us, and I think this is just so beautiful, and I just, maybe setting an intention for the practice today, you can think about this. Surrender asks us to be strong enough to engage each moment with integrity while being soft enough to flow with the current of life. And I've been thinking about that because if you're hearing that bang behind me, that's a ladder being, because there's another principle in yoga, which is Sahira and Sukha. And that is strength and ease. So that Ishvari Prandahara, I'm really bad at this, Pranidhana is really, it really speaks to that strength and ease concept. By, if I find this, surrender asks us to be strong enough to engage in each moment while being soft enough to flow with the current of life. And when we say the strength and ease business in yoga, it comes right down to the asana, the practice, the movement, that each movement has strength, but you also find ease in each movement. So if you're feeling like yoga's too hard, there's too much strength going on and not enough ease. So how do you build ease into the practice? And really it's through breath. So when you're feeling, this is hard, breathe. And that's true in life too. You know, when you're stressed out, you want to say, take a few deep breaths. So that breath brings in ease. And that's just something that we can think about as we go through this practice. So bring your hands to heart in prayer. I'm going to back up my chair. I'm going to try to get myself so you can see all of me, because you want to be able to see my feet on the floor as well. Can't go in bed, go up. So bring your hands to heart in prayer and notice your seat. Are you seated so that your sit bones are strong on the chair and centered? Your shoulders are right above your hips and they're in line with your ears. The crown of your head is drawing up to the ceiling, but your shoulders are dropping down your back. So that lowered shoulders, we're not walking around like this. Our shoulders are dropped. Bring your hands softly to the top of your knees and look down at your toes. Your toes are pointing straight ahead at 12 o'clock, and your knees are right on top of your ankles. Lift your toes up off the mat. Lift them all up and spread them out wide. Now lower your toes. See if you can do it one at a time. Maybe that's not possible, but lower your toes. Feel all four corners of your feet on the mat or floor. Bring your arches up. Try to raise your arches up. It's a hard movement. Sometimes we say, draw your heels up and back, but I think for me, it makes more sense to try to bring your arches up off the floor. I think a lot of times we're kind of flat-footed and sometimes our arches are caving in, but draw your feet so your feet are flat, your arches are up. You may feel that on the inside of your shins. So here, this is true north. This is true north in a seated pose. As you sit in your chair, maybe you have a straight ladder back chair, sit up, see if you can draw your back up off the back of your chair, bringing a natural curve to your spine. Shoulders down, look straight ahead. Breathe in and out. Notice your natural breath, the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now start in your belly and watch the air come up and fill your chest and come up and out through your nose. Now breathe in through your nose. It lowers down, watch it go down and watch it fill your belly up. And reverse it. And again. Closing your lips, starting your ujjayi breathing. So it's constricting the back of your throat, making that Victoria sound, that sound of the ocean. And now count so that your intakes and your exhales are the same length, okay? So let's start. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Bring your hands to heart in prayer. Maybe dig your thumb knuckles into your chest wall and breathe in again. And exhale. We'll start practice with the sound of one Om together. Breathe in. Good. Bring your hands to your knees. Think about an intention that you want to set for your practice, maybe for your day. Maybe it's bringing strength and ease in, or maybe it's just strength or just ease, or joy at this beautiful spring day. Whatever it is, think about that intention. Maybe it's wishing someone well. Whatever it is, think of that intention now as you lift your arms up and look up. Bring your arms straight up, but your shoulders are down your back. Look up at your fingers and bring one hand, your left hand, to your left knee. Keep your right hand extended long and now draw that arm overhead so that you're stretching, hinging at the waist, keeping your right hip and right butt right on your chair. Strong. Breathe into this and stretch deeper. On the inhale, extend. On the exhale, bend deeper. Come back up, bring that hand to your knee. Now extend your left hand up, look up at that left hand and hinge over. We're hinging at the waist, we're breathing. Hinge and breath, straight seat, hinging at the waist, and come back and place your hand on your knee. I'm gonna try to get my so that you can see me a little bit more full body. Sorry about this as I make this adjustment. As I said, my house is a little torn up because of the paint, or that might be a little bit better. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Dip your chin to your chest. Exhale. Inhale, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest. Sitting up tall, shoulders down your back. Inhale, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, shoulders down. Come up to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder, keeping your shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, looks up. Right ear, right shoulder. Look up. One more time on each side. Left ear to left shoulder. You may feel different on each side. For me, I feel this on my right side because I can sort of see that my right side, my right shoulder is a little bit stiff. Look up. Now we're going to bring it all together. We're going to dip our chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Look up. Right ear, right shoulder. We're kind of going around the world. Exhaling as we come around. Inhaling as we look up. Exhale, coming around to the right, dipping down. Really exaggerate the rotation of your neck. It's giving your neck a really good stretch. And around we go. Breathing deeply. And now reverse that. Go in the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time around. Inhale and exhale. Good. Come back to center. That really, really, really feels good. Shrug your shoulders. Now bring your shoulders right up to your ears. And now roll them back down your chest, back down your back. Roll them back around like you're really just rolling those shoulders, exaggerating, and down your chest, down your back. Roll around. Now go in the opposite direction. Really rolling those shoulders around. Breathing deeply as you go. And exhale. And one more time. Good. Good. Doing any kind of stretching around. Get those shoulders awake. Excellent. Now stretch your hands out long like you're stopping someone. We're going to open and close our fingers 30 times. We're going to try to wake up our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plug your shoulders into their shoulder sockets. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good. Bring your hands back to your knees. You might feel, my left hand feels different than my right hand when I do that. My left hand kind of gets a little stiffer. It's interesting. So now your hands are on your knees. Place the tops of your hands on your knees and your fingers are facing each other, and stretch into this. We're going to stretch out our wrists a little bit. See if you can kind of get your wrists. You're going to feel this in your wrist, right? It's good. Now see if you can get your fingers facing your body on top of your thighs and stretch there. See if you can stretch out your wrists here. Now my shoulder blades are really extending too. Place your hands right forward on your knees. Your fingers are facing the wall in front of you, and stretch away, rolling your shoulders down. Good. Here we are. We're going to do some seated cat-cow. Look down. Make sure your alignment on your feet is good. Your ankles are right under your knees, and your knees are straight ahead out from your hips. Everything's lined up. So we're going to look up, pop our belly back. We're popping our booty out. Our chest is drawing through our arms. Look up. Exhale into cat. Round your back. Tuck your tail. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, cat, really swivel your hips. This is our opportunity to wake up our hips here. Look up for cow, draw your chest through, and round your back into cat. Inhale, cow, look up, exhale, cat. One more time, cow, look up, exhale, cat. Rounding. Get your fingers, interlock them, and reverse in front of you. Draw your arms up overhead. Bring your shoulders down your back. Breathe here. Engage your abdominal muscles. Stay here and get that feeling like you are zipping up your favorite pair of pants. So your belly button is drawing towards your spine. That engagement, that core engagement, is something that we want to feel when we're standing and doing balance poses. But that strength pose is really, that strength core work is really important. Breathe in. Now take your hands behind your back. I don't know how your chair is set up. I can go through the back of my chair, but interlace your hands behind you and stretch long down your back. Breathe. Good. So now I want you to bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. If you've had a hip replacement or a knee replacement, you might not want to do this, but if this feels good, we're going to stretch out our hips a little bit more. So if it hurts, don't do it. Just meet up with us on the other side of this particular pose or this particular asana. I want you to take your hands and press that knee away. Flex the toes of your bent leg, of the leg that's on top of your knee, and press away. This is kind of like a variation of half pigeon, figure 4, pressing away. You may feel this in your hip, I do. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and exhale. Release your hands. Now I want you to just rotate your ankle. Swing it, make circles with it, and now do circles in the opposite direction. Good. My ankle's creaky. I don't know if you heard it crack. My toes are flexed. And just rotating your ankle around. Now stretch that leg long in front of you. Maybe you hold behind your thigh or your knee. And now rotate your ankle here. And the other way. Candy, up, girl, up. Place your left ankle on top of your right knee. Flex your right toes, press that left knee away with your hands, and breathe into this. There might be a big sensation here. I've been doing a lot of sitting lately, and boy, does your hips really get tight. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more time. Deep breath in. Strength and ease. Good. Rotate your ankle in one direction. Your hands can really be anywhere, but really try to rotate that ankle, and now in the other direction. Rotate it around. And now extend that leg long. You can grasp the back of your thigh or your knee, whatever you need. And now rotate your ankle this way and the other way. Good. Girl, come on, girl. Come back to a comfortable seated position and breathe in. We're going to do some salutations. And this is the point in the practice, after we do some basic warming up and getting our body, maybe, at least, maybe we're not worked the kinks out, but we understand where the kinks are. Now we're going to try to build a little bit of heat in a flow movement. So we go from mountain and we go to forward fold. Your hands go on the mat, maybe your hands go fully on the mat, or maybe you're on fingertips. You come up to a halfway lift, so your hands can be on your knee. In a half lift, you're extending the crown of your head forward, and you're drawing your back straight. Forward fold again. You come up to cactus arms. You forward fold again. And up to mountain. And when we go up to mountain, we engage those abdominal muscles. That's drawing the belly button to the spine. So rather than hefting ourselves up, we're using that abdominal engagement to draw ourselves up. And here we are, hands to prayer. So you can join me and I'll call this out. So if I don't call the breath, if I forget to, just know when you bend forward, you exhale. You inhale when you come up, you exhale. You inhale, you exhale, you inhale. So when you're coming up, that's when you're doing your inhales. You bring your hands to heart, exhale, you inhale, and then you fold down. So you get that sense of how the breath works. So inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, draw up. Hands to heart, prayer, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, cactus. Sorry. Okay, I should have done straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, look up. Exhale, hands to heart in prayer. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in, mountain, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, look up. Exhale, hands to heart in prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, mountain. Look up, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart in prayer. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, cactus your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain look up. Exhale into hands to heart prayer. Breathe in. Exhale. One more round. Inhale, mountain, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to cactus arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, look up. Exhale, hands to heart in prayer. And breathe in and out. Good job. Take a breath, take a water. My dog is so nervous with the sound of that ladder that she can't settle down. Breathe in and out and close your eyes. Breathe in and out. Good work. Oh, blink open your eyes. Stretch your right leg long in front of you. Flex your toes. Make it so that you can see my toes. Flex your toes so that they're pointing up at the ceiling. Now lower those toes. Stretch your toes up. Lower your toes. Stretch your toes up. Lower your toes. One more time. Stretch up. Lower. Draw that leg back. Slide it back. Slide your left leg out. Toes up at the ceiling. Flex down. Bring up. Flex down. Bring up. Flex down. Bring up. Flex down. Now I want you to stand. I want you to stand so that your chair, you rotate your chair so that you're, let's go back here, here we go. Oh geez, I'm really having a hard time getting my camera sorted out. Let's see if we can make this right. So let's see if that works. So here we are. Your hands are on the back of the chair. I want you to extend your left leg behind you. Bring your right leg behind you. Bring your left leg forward. Where it's a challenge to get your heel on the floor. Get your heel on the floor. So your back is straight, your shoulders are down, and you're trying to get that right heel on the mat or floor, but it doesn't quite get there. You will feel a big stretch in your calf muscle. So see how that goes. And just maybe come up on your toes and sink that heel down. Come up and sink. You want to be able to feel that stretch. If you can't feel that stretch, move your chair further out and get your leg further stretched so that your right leg further stretched out so that getting that heel on the floor is hard. And now just hold it and breathe into this. Breathe. Good. Step that right foot forward and extend your left leg long behind you. Same action. We're trying to get your left heel on the mat, but it's not quite getting there. Your right leg is bent so that your knee is right over your ankle and your right toes are right at 12 o'clock. So stretch, see if you can get that ankle on the mat, bring it up a little bit, come up further on your toes, now sink it down again. You can do it on breath. Inhale up, sink down. Inhale up and sink down. Good. Bring your left foot up to meet your right. Shift your chair around or go stand on the other side of your chair so that you can grasp the seat of your chair. Now you're going to extend your right leg long behind you. And I think I'm going to kick my dog in the process. So here we are. My hands are grasping my chair seat because that's the way my chair seat is. If that doesn't work, place your hands flat on the chair seat. So you've got the chair seat here to steady yourself. Your left leg is long. Your left leg has a little bend to the knee, so you're bringing some water into that knee, but you're extending your right leg long behind you. Your right toes are flexed to the floor, and you're stamping the wall behind you. So you've got a strong, extended right leg. Now bring your knee into your chest. Your right knee comes into your chest. Extend that leg long again. Exhale, bring it into your chest. Inhale, extend long. Exhale into chest. And place your right foot down. We're going to do the same thing with the left foot. So check out your shoulders. Try to get it so that your back is flat and the crown of your head is drawing towards the wall in front of you. Extend your left leg long. Bring some water to your right knee, so you're not locking that knee out. You've got some bend. That allows you to work the muscle and not just relying on your bones to lock out. So your left leg is extended long. If you can, look how you are on your camera. See if you can see if your leg is long, and exhale, draw that knee into your chest. Extend it long. Inhale, exhale, knee into chest. Extend long, knee into chest. Place that foot down. Now, I've never done this, but I'm wondering if we can try this action. So here we are, both of our feet are on the mat, our toes are at 12 o'clock, our hands are on the seat of our chair or grasping the edges of the seat of the chair. Either way, I want to try this. Extend your right leg long. Now, see if you can bend your toes so that they're now pointing towards the right side of your room. So my right leg is long and my right toes are pointing to the right side of the room. This is like what we do in a pose that's called half moon. So it's actually, we're getting to the point where we're stacking our hips. Draw that foot down to the mat. Let's try that on the other side, because stacking of the hips is another hip opener, and hip openers are very good. So we're going to extend that left leg long behind us. You're stamping the wall, the leg is straight. Now slowly turn your toes so they're facing the left side of the room, and you'll notice that your hips are now kind of stacked on one another, and that is a supported way of doing what we call half moon. Breathe in, and now bring your feet to the floor. And let's do some cat-cow right here. So our hands are on our seat, and we're going to pop our booty up, look up at the wall in front of you, and now arch your back, draw your chin to your chest, arch your spine, and your hips swivel forward. Now back up, look up at the wall in front of you, pop your booty up, and now tuck your chin and come into cat, and your hips swivel forward. Good. Okay, come to a stand, and now switch your chair so that you've got your chair as support. You can grab the back of your chair, and we're going to come into some balance poses. And you all know, you've heard me say that I think balance is one of the most important, because, so let's first grab the back of your chair. I'm grabbing with my right arm, my right hand. Wrap your right leg over your left and come into a seated pose. So my hips are sinking down, my knees wrapped. And this is the first part of eagle pose. So with eagle, it's a double bind. So if you have balance, you can do this. But if you find that that's too stressful, just do your legs and sink your hips. Again, another hip opener, and try to straighten your back. Here we go. We're just bending into this. Now come up. That's a big stretch because your thigh muscles, all this muscle, those are your biggest muscles in your body. That's why we spend so much time trying to stretch them out. So I've just switched my chair. My left hand is now on the back of my chair, and I'm bringing my left leg over my right. If you can, try to bring your toes to the other side of your shin, but that might not be accessible. Just then flex your left toes on the outside of your right shin and sink into this. You're sinking your hips, like you're about to sit down, but at the same time, try to straighten your back. Breathe. And if you have balance, you can try to wrap your left arm under your right for a moment. Maybe that's there. Maybe it's not. You just keep on grabbing that back of that chair and try to sit up tall and come up out of this. That's a big stretch, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But that is eagle. Now, I want you to challenge yourself. Go out, girl. Oh boy. I want you to try to challenge your balance. So I've suggested that you do this when you're at the sink or if you're waiting online. Simply draw one foot. I'm raising my right knee and I'm bringing my right foot off of the mat. You've got the chair here to grab if you need it, but I want you to just see if you can find balance. So we are feeling all four corners of our left foot firmly on the ground. We're bringing a slight bend to our left knee. Our right knee is raised. It doesn't matter how much, but here we are. And just see, maybe bring your hands to heart in prayer. You can dig your thumb knuckles in. You can find a gaze point that you can look at and just come up, stand up tall, draw the crown of your head up, and just breathe into this. Breathe. Breathe. And lower down. This is, of all the things that we're practicing, I think this has the most practical application in our life. And when we're doing these balances, remember we spoke earlier about that feeling of abdominal engagement. And it's explained in different ways. One way is draw your belly button to your spine. I think that's good, but it's not sucking your belly in. It's not like that. It is just a more gentle feeling, and it's zipping up your pants, not pants that are too small, but your favorite pants, that tuck. And that really addresses the deeper layers of muscles that we want to think about that really come into play when we're doing balance. So find that gentle tuck. Stand up tall, put your hand on the back of the chair, and simply bring now your left foot up off the floor. Bring some bend into your right knee. Look down, your toes, your right toes are pointing straight ahead. Bring that bend in. Bring your hands to heart in prayer if you can. Find a drishti point or a gaze point. Stare at that, that's not moving. Stand up tall and breathe. And if you fall out of it, that's okay. Just come back in. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe and come out of it. Good deal. Nice job. Now I want you to practice just another form of balance, and it's probably the most well-known balance pose there is, and it's called tree. So with tree, there's 3 ways you can do it. Kickstand, where your toes are on the floor and your heel is right above your ankle. The important thing is that you bring some, Candy, please go. Bring some bend into your knee of your standing leg. That's, we call bringing water into your joint. So you can be here, your hand can be on the chair, and maybe releasing. Your foot can be on the inside of your shin. Here we are. Again, we're gonna try to release the chair for a moment or two. Or if you've got it, your foot can be up on your thigh. But look down, your standing leg is at true north. Bring some bend into your standing leg. Your knee is facing the left side of the room. And try to let go, find that drishti point, gaze at it, breathe, bring your hands to heart. Grab the back of your chair if you need it. And place your foot on the mat. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Shift your chair or walk around your chair. And whatever you did on one side, do on this side. So if your foot was in kickstand, good. If it was on your shin, good. If it was up in on your thigh, good. Just not on your knee. You don't want your foot on your knee. And bring your hands to heart in prayer, or have your hand on the back of the chair and just practice releasing for a moment or two. Draw your knee out long to the wall on the right and breathe. Find your drishti point. If you fall out, just come back in. And place your foot on the floor. Good job. Make your way back to a comfortable seated position. And breathe. Sit up tall. Bring your hands up overhead in mountain. Place your right hand on your left knee and extend your left arm long behind you. Sit up tall for a twist. Breathe in. Look at your knee. I have to pull my right knee back. My right hand is on my left knee and my left arm is long behind me, and I'm gently twisting so that I'm gazing out at my left arm. Come back around slowly. Come back to center. Twists are really great for digestion. And when we twist, on the inhale, we're extending. On the exhale, we're twisting a little deeper. So see if that can work for you. So place your left hand on your right knee and draw your right arm behind you. Look to try to keep your knees parallel, and that might be a little bit difficult, but just slowly look around. On the inhale, extend. On the exhale, twist deeper. and come back to center. Good. Bring your arms up overhead and bring them back to your knees. We're going to start to close out practice today with a mindfulness exercise. It's called body scan. And you may have noticed while doing this practice that one part of your body or another was stiff. So let's just do a body scan to really acknowledge the great work that your body does, that our bodies do for us every day. So close your eyes and start at your toes. Lift your toes up off the mat and lower them down one at a time. Do that again. Lift your toes up and lower them down one at a time. Draw your arches up and back and come to your heels. Our feet really do so much for us, and they really are somewhat neglected, but they carry us around. We walk on them. They really do carry the load. Work your way up to your thighs. Engage your calf muscles. See if you can do that. Feel your calves. And now come up to your knees. Rub your knees with your hands. The knee is a really complex joint. Many of us have some tenderness in our knee from the wear and tear of daily life. And now come up to your thighs. Engage your thigh muscles. Engage one and then the other. And come up to your hips. Swivel your hips around. There's so much going on, particularly with women, in our hips and our pelvis area. It's a very complex area of the body, up into our abdomen and there's so many muscles, there's so many layers. Engage your abdominal muscles. See how deeply you can feel those muscles as you draw your abdomen up and back. Breathe into it. Move up. Feel your lungs. Your lungs, those amazing organs with all their little sacs that transport air in and oxygen into the bloodstream. What an amazing organ. How many people have been challenged with breath in this past year? Amazing. Come to your arms, flex your fingers. We did some finger flexing, and now grasp, pull your fingers together, make a ball, make a fist, and extend it out. Make a fist and extend it out. These wonderful hands. Where my mother lives there, they took pictures of everybody's hands, and everybody wrote a little piece about the things that they love to touch. It was really sweet. It's such a sweet memento. Work your way up your arms, your elbows, up into your shoulders. Roll your shoulders around and down your back. Draw your shoulders up and down and breathe in and out. We come up to our ears. I want you to listen for the furthest, most distant sound. Now try to hear the thing that's closest. Come over to your mouth, your lips and your tongue, all that we do with our mouth. Communicate, taste, kiss. Amazing. Amazing. Think of all the amazing things you've eaten, all the wonderful tastes. And that brings us right up to our nose. The mouth and the nose are so connected, so interlocking. A sense of smell. You can smell something and it can take you immediately to a different time and place. The recognition of maybe someone's house or a time that's gone before. And to our eyes, they're closed now. And maybe our vision isn't as wonderful as it was when we were younger, but all the things that we do with our eyes that allow us to read, to see, to capture the amazing colors of spring. Thank God we live in a time where we can wear corrective glasses so we can continue to enjoy that. I can't imagine not living a life with complete blurriness. I guess people did, but I feel so grateful to be able to have corrective lenses. And up into our brain and what another amazing organ. I thankfully have my brain still. We all do. That's such a gift. Sit up tall, breathe in, and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands to heart in prayer. We will end practice with the way we began, with the sound of one Om. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Blink open your eyes. Look up. Reach your arms up. The light in me honors the light in you. We bow and we say together, Namaste. Namaste.